The more you value people, the more they start ignoring you. This is one of the hardest truths about human behavior. Not because people are evil, but because human psychology is simple and predictable. When something becomes easily available, its value slowly disappears from the mind. And when something becomes rare, its value suddenly increases. This is not just philosophy. Is life. Human beings don't respect what is given too easily. They respect what feels earned, limited, or distant. If you are always available, people start assuming you will always be there. If you always reply instantly, they stop appreciating your time. If you always give attention, your attention becomes normal, not special. This is how value gets destroyed silently. Not in one moment, but in small repeated patterns. When you care too much about people, you slowly shift from being important to expected. And expected things are never valued deeply. Think about it. If someone always praises you, you stop feeling special about their praise. If someone always helps you without limits, you start expecting their help. That's how the human mind adapts. And when people adapt to your presence, they stop respecting your effort. Not because you did something wrong, but because you became predictable. Ignoring doesn't always look like disrespect. Sometimes it looks like late replies, short responses, no appreciation, taking you for granted, forgetting your effort. And the worst part? You don't even notice it at first, because you are busy giving more, hoping they will finally realize your worth. But reality works differently. The more you give without boundaries, the less it is valued. There is a psychological concept behind this. When something is always available, the brain stops registering it as important. But when something is rare or missing, the brain starts noticing it more. That is why absence creates attention, distance creates curiosity, silence creates respect. People don't value presence as much as absence. And this is where most people go wrong. They think, if I give more, they will love me more. But in reality, if you give too much, they start valuing you less. Stoicism teaches something very powerful. You cannot control how people value you, but you can control how accessible you are. Your time, energy, and attention are not unlimited resources. When you give them without limits, you lose control over your own value. Stoic mindset says, do not over-explain yourself. Do not overgive your energy. Do not chase validation. Because the moment you start chasing, you lose your position of strength. Distance is not weakness. Distance is clarity. When you step back from people, you start seeing who actually values you. Some people will reach out. Some people will not. And that is your answer. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. Because access creates comfort. And comfort destroys appreciation. This is the most painful truth. Good people often give more, love more, care more, and expect the same in return. But not everyone operates at the same emotional level. Some people receive love without knowing how to return it properly. So what happens? Good people feel ignored. Good people feel undervalued. Good people feel invisible. Not because they are not enough, but because they gave without limits. The solution is not to stop caring. The solution is balance. Care about people, but don't lose yourself in them. Give respect, but also expect boundaries. Be kind, but not available to everyone at all times. Because self-respect is not what you feel internally. It is what you show externally. People learn how to treat you based on how you treat yourself. The moment you stop overgiving, everything changes. People notice your silence. People notice your absence. People start wondering what changed. And that is when your value starts coming back. Not because you became different, but because you stopped being too available. People don't always appreciate consistency. They appreciate contrast. If you are always there, you become background noise. But when you step back, you become noticeable again. This is not emotional manipulation. This is human psychology. And understanding this can change how you deal with relationships forever. The more you value people without limits, the more they take you for granted. Not because you are less important, but because you made yourself too accessible. Value yourself first. Respect your time first. Protect your energy first. Because when you do that, the world automatically starts valuing you differently. And in the end, the biggest truth is this: people don't lose respect for you suddenly. They lose it slowly when you stop respecting yourself. So remember, if you want to be valued, don't overgive your value. Because what is everywhere is never special.